blocks of rock prevents them being swept away from the vent by the gale. So there's little danger of them suddenly coming our way.
Well, there were pieces of lava the size of a suitcase landing with a thud into the ash plain as we stood, and you could see them glowing red hot and thumping down into the ash. And the question is, just how close could you get? Well, we got quite close enough, and when a lump of lava did actually land only about 3 or 4 feet behind me, I thought the time had come to leave. Now we know that it was eruptions like these, but at the bottom of the sea, that explain the mystery. Molten rock rises from the Earth's core. Near the surface, the rock spreads in 2 directions and goes sideways. It begins to lose heat. Eventually, the much cooler rock sinks back down. Through this spreading process, the Earth's crust is very slowly dragged apart. And it is this that ultimately makes the continents move. So what in my youth was no more than a speculative theory is now fully accepted. Continents do drift. The Indian subcontinent has moved north, pushing up the sediments that had accumulated on the sea floor ahead of it to form the Himalayas. Which is how my fossilized seashell came to rest in mountains over 2 miles high. So, continental drift explains why animals are distributed in the way they are around the world. But why do they behave in the way they do? Well, that has also been the subject of investigation in the last few decades. In particular, how do they communicate with one another? Filming that gave me a chance to join in those conversations.